Hello, everyone. This is Simmion coming to you from the outer reaches of the universe, bringing you energies to support your day and to take you further into the world of your Creator. Each time we transmit, we come up with something different, but today it will be the same as always. It will be a recap that actually is new. A recap on the field that comes from beyond everything to support your being throughout each day and to bring new things into the world upon your request. The slow movement in everyday life seems to be the focus, whereas in fact the field is moving at such a high speed that it supports everyone in every moment, not being concerned about day or night or the length of time you pursue anything at all. Its focus is to support life in a way that makes sure everything progresses and achieves something better than it was a moment before. The growth of humanity will continue forever, even though it seems like it's come to a peak. It will continue forever. So the flow that comes out of nowhere and continues to support life is of utmost importance, not in the consideration of anything, but in the fact that it is the core of all humanity. And it is at your fingertips every moment of every day. So the things that seem to be insurpassable in everyday life are actually not even part of the formula, not even part of the main program that runs from your origin to support each individual and each entity or human being. We now recap on the performance of that field so that the focus in physical world can contain the most important thing available to humanity. And that is that spark within you that develops all your power, all your drive, and all the amazing mechanical and chemical actions of your body, the electricity that you supply to yourself and to the world around you actually grows from nothing. It doesn't need any movement. It simply depends on the flow and the recognition of your own your own special spark to bring life into your physical world and to generate fields and energies that have never been known or listed throughout eternity. This is the capability of each person. But it seems to be hidden in the consideration of everyday life. A slight movement in each person's personal program can make space for something that is bigger than the world as they know it now. And that space only needs to be allowance of a fraction of a second of that special field that injects divinity and magic into your physical form and takes on a new interface between your body, the spacious world around you, physical things you touch. That interface now belongs to the magic that you generate from your own awareness of the field that's delivered to you from nowhere. Once that awareness is allowed to inject itself into that tiny space between you and your reality, it allows you to control the reality of what you feel and what you have to react to, such that there's no reaction because everything changes to suit your perfection. The power behind all this comes from you, and it is reflected through your presence and your interaction with everything around you, even your chair, where your feet hit the ground, where you touch the air, where you hear, see, smell. That interface is so powerful, it can replace even the greatest sensitivities in your body and make them exactly what you need to live a perfect life and to have health that has never been recorded before. The focus of what is most important to you in the world has changed. And you are now feeling everything beyond realization. Once you realize something, you make a compartment for it, give it a name, and in fact, you turn it into a box where you put everything in and close the lid and react to the name, forgetting all its qualities, all its sensitivities, and its complete interface to your physical world. So now, as we recap on the field that's delivering everything to you, and how you use that field because of the spark within you and your ability to generate energies and fields just through the movement of your personal field. Brings to light something that has no explanation, but has an immense effect on every part of your existence. Your awareness of the unknown becomes a real part of your life. And that, connected to your elevated interface capabilities of magic and of the unknown, brings about miracles that you never thought of. Miracles that appear within your being, that make you buzz, make you smile, bring everything to life, and change the screen of the background world that you are living. So as we move further into the unknown, we bring to life something that is more important than what we know as the world at the present time. Our projection of who we are depends largely on how we feel. And our interface into the physical world determines that. If you're surrounded by magic, by enthusiasm, by excitement, and by a field that generates power within you, and the light that comes from the spark of life that you protect so dearly, when that's all together, you feel and you display a new world for everyone. Each one of us has capabilities that we have not yet displayed. And we do not have to push ourselves to find what they are. We simply do the best we can with what we have available. But knowing that we have more available than you ever thought possible is what makes the difference. When you have everything at your fingertips, you can produce whatever you feel. And that does not depend on an image in your brain. It depends on the interface with the world and its power to actually change the physical world and its contents, because you need it to fit the world you brought from your origin. And once again, that's not done by thought. It's done because you accept that magic field that comes from the world beyond worlds and brings to life the power of humanity as demonstrated by each individual. As we generate more, the world changes more. And what we bring to life is totally unknown, but recognized as soon as it arrives. Recognized by everyone around you, and recognized by the world as an entity. Each one of us is capable of adjusting the pulse of the world around us, including the earth, the trees, even the rocks. The pulse that they contain depends on us. We can make them lively. We can make them powerful. We can inject a feeling of well-being into everything and feel it move. You can make your living space a happy space, a powerful space, one that heals everyone that enters. You can make the space around you so active that people will get an electric shock when they walk near you. And all you have to do is experiment, because there is so much available in the resources of the universe that is fed to you every day that you don't have to look for. You don't have to search for. You simply have to dare yourself to go beyond what's delivered to you, to go beyond what you know, to step through the barriers, the veils that exist even as you walk along the path. To no matter where you're going, you will feel yourself walk through various barriers. You'll feel the pressure change in the interface to your ears and your eyes. You'll feel the buzz and the activity of all the beings, because you dared to go past and into the unknown. The sense of fear that exists in humanity does not belong to humanity. And it can be given back to those who have brought it here. And it's simple. You simply hand it back. You don't need to find who or how. Just hand it back, and all of a sudden it doesn't exist, because it never did belong to humanity. If you consider the strength that I've just been talking about, the ability to walk through walls is nothing. The ability to put your hand on another person and venture past the surface to heal an ailment has been known for thousands of years. To take people to where there's nothing wrong is relatively new, but it has fluctuated in and out over the centuries. Now you're in a position where you can do more or less with the facilities that come from the unknown, from the universe, from the world beyond worlds, and from the world of your Creator. They're all now simple tools that are put in the hands of the originators so that you can form an active reality, not one that's painted on the wall, but one that's alive, moving, and real. So now we step forward through the unknown barriers and start to demonstrate that we came from another place and we can return there anytime we like. But our project is Earth and its future, and the combination of the world of the Creator and the world beyond all worlds, and the many worlds that have been created over time, now come together to bring a new world into existence, such that we're proud of the active presence of humanity itself and its regular influence on the entity we call Earth. The simplicity of this action reveals much to everyone. The simplicity of being able to step into the unknown and use it. Use the magic, use the miracles to create not just a better world, but a different world, one that's far beyond what we imagined, that supports life because life itself supports it. So with all the energy available to us, each person has the power to do whatever they want. So it's logical to disconnect the brain from its adventure of looking at the past and allow the future to come into focus in its millions and millions of forms that stretch you beyond your understanding of humanity and allows you to see every one of the possibilities in every second of every day. In stretching your capability to see the futures, you are able to follow a path that is the simplest for you, without thought, without understanding, with a feeling of magic and flow and life. Each step takes you further towards the world you brought to present on as your physical reality. And that, I might say, is a great gift to the world, to yourself, because you never, ever have one picture. You're never, ever satisfied with one step. If it's not impossible, well, you're not interested. The impossibilities are part of your creation, a part of the continuing, changing world that you present with a smile and a gift that everybody understands as unexplainable. So now, it is with great honor that I present each one of you to yourselves so that you can generate those fields and a special interface with the world, with your reality, with your feelings, and with your life. I now deliver a boost in that field to exceed anything that has ever been delivered before. That field will continue forever and will take you past any barrier that's ever existed in your life. Thank you for listening. I am Simmion.